Well, we're here with the founder of Global United, and Lutz, I find it a great project that you're working on. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, Global United, by now we reached the point that we are one of the biggest, or maybe the biggest football charity when it comes to environment, global warming, climate change. And, well, what we want to do, by now I have around 300 players, former world-class players. I will name a few in a minute. We have them together, and we have actually two aims. Number one, we want to raise the awareness about the problem, which, I think we did a good job about that. But secondly, we also want to raise some funds and invest again in really reasonable, good projects all around the world, to do something together. And the idea is to have superstars involved like Freddy Bobic, like Lothar Matthäus, like Cafu, or many, many other players from all over the world. I think the beauty about it is that, let's say if you're going to a school and you're having let's say a professor, an environmental professor with you, and he tells the kids about global warming, about the climate change. Of course, the kids will listen, but I believe it will not have such a power as if a former football star talks. So think about it, Joan Elba will do it in Brazil, or Didier Drogba will do it in Africa. I think it will be like a snowball effect, and it will be very, very successful. So I think the power of football, once more, it always managed to solve so many problems. It can solve racial problems, religious problems, even wars. Now, my idea is to use the same tool to fight the climate change.
Well, it's great to hear, of course, what you're doing. Let's come to the events you've done. Where have you already played with your team?
Oh, we had various events by now. Of course, we always go using the winter months in Germany to promote in different indoor tournaments like Riesa, Zwickau, Chemnitz. But we had so far also some very, very successful international events. We played this year in Dayton, Ohio in the States, and also in Namibia and South Africa in 2010, just before the World Cup. But now 2011 is coming, and we have good plans again. We're planning a game in India. We will play a game against the national team of Greenland. We will sure play again a game in Africa, most likely Namibia again. And of course in 2012 or maybe 2013 the big event will be the first game ever in Antarctica. So I will fulfill my aim to play on 7 continents. Nobody will catch that one. And secondly, of course, I think it will be the biggest game when it comes to climate change, because to play in the ewige ice, in the icy planet and the icy continent, I think it will be something really, really special, and there we can get the biggest awareness you can imagine. I think we also can get big sponsors involved to really push our aim, and I think we can change the world like that.
You recently were in Pakistan helping against those severe floods where, really, most of Pakistan was really devastated. Tell us a little bit about that.
You see, why I want to do that. You see, it's very easy to have a football team where the players flying around and play some games. People will think, well, they're having a bit of fun, having good food and playing a football game. And of course, they're doing it for a good cause, but what's the outcome? I want to be different than that. And I think we proved now with some of the events now in Pakistan. It was really, it was horrible. And Winton Rufer, former Oceania player of the century, Tony Sané, American national player, everybody knows him from the German Bundesliga, Michel Denzi, which was a captain of DRC, Congo national team, and myself. We flew to Pakistan, and we didn't make just picture or a movie, so we went really into the area where we came with the boats to villages where for 3 weeks nobody was. We saw actually lots of dead people, we saw lots of sick people, but we managed to help. We actually literally put the food in the mouth of the sick people, of the dying people. We brought medication, we brought rice, we brought bread, we brought lots of drinking water. And it was one of the best feelings I had in my life. I was very sad, there was lots of tears, but after 7 days when I came back home to Germany, I felt really, really proud. And I think we achieved something which is really, really rare, that you're getting former top professional football players to travel into a dangerous country and actually do humanitarian work like we did directly in front where it was really dangerous, to help people.
Well, it sounds really great what you're doing with Global United. Any final words that you want to send out to the people around the world about Global United?
Yeah, the most important thing is, I think, that people change a little bit the thinking about professional footballers. I think also the mind of the former players changed a lot. I think everybody becomes more reasonable, more responsible. And I think with Global United Football Club, we have now an organization which we want to continue for the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years, because we will not manage to stop global warming, to stop the climate change. But I think if we all work together and use the power of football as a tool, we can be really, really successful together. But we need the support of everybody out there, not just of the sponsors, the big companies, but also of everybody out there who is interested to save the planet. So just join us and help us to fight.
Well, great ending words from Lutz Pfannenstiel, and hopefully everyone around the world helps Global United FC and really fights climate change and global warming, one of the biggest problems on mankind. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.